Oh, the fizzy lifting.
Fizzy lifting drink.
Fizzy,
Alright,
fizzy lifting drink. What?
Fizzy
so let's
lifting
see
drink.
here.
Okay.
We
Don't
have
do it.
had a time skip.
Oh,
Aha.
it's
Let's-
1
Okay, I'll
year
go.
later.
Bye-bye.
Not even. Later.
See it.
We are skipping period of seasons. The trees have begun to shift. There's a chill in the breeze. And the farmers are off harvesting what crops they still have to harvest.
Bastards.
For fall is upon you, and winter not far behind.
Winter's coming.
Well, this is perfect for a Lich King.
Yeah, he's gonna be fucking happy in the cold.
I've decided to go with Baldric of Brisk.
He's a winter mage technically, but he'll make himself apparent.
So you're coming. He's coming. The winter is coming with you. You tell them off.
Well, I mean, wherever I walk, it's always cold anyway around me.
I spent the time skip reading and studying and pretty much practicing for the coming months, or coming battles anyway.
I was pretty much out of squires that were ready to be squires, so I had to spend time in Brisk, getting Baldric of Brisk up to, squire par.
Oh yeah, you gotta
then I
get those squires ready.
And I've just come back like this week.
Oh yeah, Shit Bucket wasn't fully grown yet, so now he's even bigger than before.
Oh fuck! I forgot about him.
How big is he?
About the size of a German Shepherd.
Jesus
Be
Christ!
right back.
That's not a fucking rat.
Can I have like over that time tried to figure out what those potions are for, and what they do?
Yeah, sure. Give me some intelligence checks. It's not wars.
I mean, I would have just taken them to like a person who deals in potions, or
Oh yeah, totally.
if I need
They
to
would
spend
have
20 to...
asked. Yeah, they would have asked for like 20 coin to look at all of them.
20 coin each or total?
Total.
Are you
Yeah, that's fine.
all like in town currently? Or?
Well, it's not really. Everyone's kind of everywhere, but we'll convene once everyone's finished with their shit.
So what does each potion do?
Just ask me the type and color, and I'll tell you what it is.
Frothing Gray.
It is a universal solvent.
Wow, that's really useful.
Then how hasn't it dissolved the glass it's in?
Well, glass is inert.
It's enchanted. It's a potion glass.
I'm back.
Gelid Indigo.
This will allow you to walk on water for a set period of time.
Chunky Silver.
Gives you a 2-foot levitation.
So it just is better than Gelid Indigo then?
Pretty much.
Slimy Orange.
Turns your teeth into eels.
Huh, yeah.
Turns your teeth into eels.
Eels.
Pretty standard.
Eels.
Fuck.
Okay. I
That
mean,
would have been
okay.
interesting. What would have happened if we
Yep.
used that spell on the vine thing? Would it
No,
have just
I
become
still have it.
eels?
They're potions. They're not spells.
I don't know. It's like
just-
wondering what would have happened if that was used on the vine thing.
Probably nothing,
Oh.
because it has no teeth. But we could have thought of something.
It just like turns the ends of the vines into eels' heads or something. So they'd be invisible, shielded eel heads.
Made of rock.
Yeah, made of rock.
Awful.
That would be pretty cool.
Pretty terrifying. What the fuck can I do with a universal solvent?
I don't know, if you ever find yourself stuck to something, you can just
Am I gonna like
dissolve it.
make some like
Mix all the potions together.
Mix them up. Yes,
Find out
rub
what
them
we get.
together. Stir them up.
Has there ever been a character motivation which is just mix every potion in the world and then drink it?
That sounds very dangerous.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Alright then.
that'd be pretty funny.
Oh, I gotta bring
Alright,
up
so
my
yeah,
list of trophies.
I want to play a
think
faded
that's-
hero, and that's his
Thank you.
thing.
Let me send this to Austin.
Just like
I'm not
get
gonna
every
write
potion
down-
in the world, put it into a big tub, and then bathe in it.
I'm not gonna write down what the potions mean. I'm just gonna try to remember what they are. Because Joachim didn't write that down.
And which one's which?
And then you can
Because
throw
getting
them at
that
our
mixed up
enemies.
could be-
Yeah, exactly. I mean, two of them basically do the same thing, so
Okay,
it's not gonna be
so-
that hard to.
Basically,
Wait,
Erik
what was
and
the eel one again?
The eel one is the slimy orange.
Are you sure it's slimy orange?
Yeah, because slimy is eel, and that was the last one that I asked for, and it's the last one on my list. Eels are
Never
slimy.
forget that one. That's
Erik,
the one you don't want to forget.
The
Erik,
indigo and the silver ones are the water walking and levitating, and then gray is the solvent.
Cool. So let's see.
But will I remember that 2 weeks from now?
Sweed, what's up? Where have you
Oh
been?
well, Ricario has just done what he usually does, trying to travel around and trying to entertain people to earn money and just show off, and also just to practice his magical tricks and stuff.
I bully
And-
Ricario constantly.
Oh yeah, and hitting on women whenever he can.
Of course. So, before we introduce new characters, let's just do a quick update on K-World. Let's see. Joachim, you've noticed an extraordinarily large supply of metals and materials coming from the fort, the dwarf fort. Just an overabundance, wow, they hit it big time, or something crazy. Like, the Blacksmith Brothers shop has grown immensely. They've hired
Are there
new
like
people.
parts filled with metal and stuff?
What? Yeah, basically.
Are there any dwarves in K-World?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
However, no one's heard from the dwarves in a few weeks. Like, it was regular
Sounds like a
business,
quest
then
book.
this crazy ass business, and now nothing.
Hey.
Also, let's see, Ricario.
Hmm?
You've noticed a new mare strutting around K-Wold.
A mayor or a mare, like a horse?
No, like a mayor, like the governor.
Okay.
No, the mayor is actually the mayor.
He noticed
I don't
this
know. I can
horse-
imagine that Ricario
It's
keeps
just
up on the
really
local
high-ass
horse
horse.
population.
A new horse. Need
That's
to
a
write
really fine-looking horse.
a fine looking
looks like-
indeed.
looks
My
like
new
K-Wold
mayor.
is
How
like-
is this mayor? Tell me about this mayor. Is he short?
No, he is not. He is tall, very sharp. Some would call him handsome. He keeps a clean shaven, or not clean shaven, but a very neatly trimmed mustache and goatee.
Is he like middle-aged or?
Yes, he is. His hair is starting to pepper, salt and pepper.
I don't like that goatee.
Does he have a
He
name?
seems. I need a name. Let's write him up a name.
So his hair is starting to silver.
Yeah.
Marlowe Briggs.
No, it's not.
Okay, I was just hoping you'd never heard of Marlowe Briggs.
I've heard of Marlowe
No,
Briggs.
I know Marlo Briggs.
George Costanza.
No, his name is Bertio.
Could you write that down?
Bertio.
Can
Didn't we already
you
use
it
that
in a
name for something?
sentence?
Didn't we
Well,
already
you
use
know
that
the-
name for something? I thought we used that name for something.
I've added him into my list as Urtio the Mayor.
Bertio.
The mayor, like M-A-R-E.
No, I've given him the proper classification.
A mayor, eh? If I, ow, I, jävla katt. My fucking cat put his claws into me.
Nice.
I
Nice.
was trying to figure out what the noises I just heard were, but now they make sense.
I thought he went into Swedish for a second.
I did. I said fucking cat. No, but basically Ricario's thought process is, Mayor, if I get in good standing with him, then I can, I don't know, I will be in good standing with him. It's always good to be in good standing with the mayor.
Yes, very, very clever logic there.
Astute observation.
If I'm in good standing with the mayor, I'll be in good standing with the mayor.
And if I'm in good standing with the mayor, I can do stuff.
So
Erik,
I haven't really decided on any personality traits for Baldric of Brisk or anything. I know it's a male. I know that much.
make him a
but-
hothead.
The last one was mute. Make this one deaf.
He'll evolve over time. I haven't decided yet. He'll have some kind of thing that's wrong with him.
Sus.
He's gonna die.
But-
That's his problem.
As soon as I arrive, I go to the bar, and you know, if Crixus is there, I have a drink and get caught up and everything.
Hmm. And while you're there, you notice at the bar there's someone unfamiliar behind the bar.
Me.
Is it? Is it?
It's not the usual person.
It's shit
It's
bucket.
actually replaced by a female dwarf.
Called down Joachim.
Nah, she goes by
Salvarr.
she introduces herself as Soma. Soma.
Soma the bartender.
All right. I offer my hand to shake.
Yeah, she shakes, definitely. Very strong, firm, dwarfly grip.
Dwarfly grip sounds like a metal
I want to talk to her, I guess. What was
Sure.
what was the barkeep's name before?
Ravenous?
Yeah, like, so what's the deal with Ravnus? Where is she?
She's taken ill as of late.
As of how late exactly?
She shrugs and says, couple days ago, she came down with a fever and hasn't been feeling good since.
Not gonna lie, I'm more interested in the dwarf quest hook than this quest hook. I say to her.
She looks back and gives you like a weird eye and says, "Who says either are quest hooks?"
I do.
They're very. Look, listen. I'm a seasoned adventurer, and I know how to look out for quest hooks.
I kind of walk over and back him up. I'll have you know this man has led several youths to their deaths. He knows what he's talking about.
And then Ricario walks in. Hey, it's so good to be alive.
Anyway, if you don't mind me, my punching bag has just walked in.
What?
You didn't hear that. You're on the other
Does
side of the
does
bar.
Ravnus live in the like? Is there an upstairs where she lives or something? Or does she have a
Probably.
house?
This place
That's
is an inn as
probably
well,
what's
isn't
in
it?
the,
It's pulling
Yeah.
double duty.
Alright,
I'll say about that.
let's introduce one of our new characters.
So there is just a usual calmness to the bar, and then the front door like slams open as this patchwork leather armored covered person, yes, calm bar. Anyway, wearing like sort of patchwork leather armor over his robes, his thick boots and gloves, and holding like wearing a hood over his face. Can't really tell that much, but you see like faint blue glowing eyes, and there's always a chill around him as he strolls right past where you're sitting. He approaches the front of the bar and just slumps onto a seat, taps the table, and just demands a drink.
I notice the coldness in the air around him, and I move my beer closer.
He doesn't notice you yet.
I noticed, but Ricario is trying to act too cool to notice.
The dwarf slides something your way.
It's actually piss.
Joachim
cold piss.
pulls his.
He begins to drink it, but it already starts to chill up and freeze over.
It's a cool party trick. I say, leaning over your shoulder quite rudely.
Ricario has a learning sword. Yes, a nice trick. I should learn that.
He turns towards your direction. Are you from the left or the right of him behind him?
Imagine I'm on the right.
He
Yeah.
turns to the right, sternly looks at you, and just says, "Come again."
It's a cool party trick.
Yes.
I said it quite loudly the first time.
You wouldn't like it if it happened with every drink you had.
I kind of like eyeball the table, like noting that my beer has been moved extremely close to you to cool it down.
Get your mug out of my presence.
Okay, Edgy McEdgerson, I say, backing away towards Joachim.
I didn't know Batman would be joining us today.
I linked the video like ages ago.
You're not a very. I just. Wait.
Joachim is
I'm walking
looking under
away.
his foot
Wait.
for Adam
I've
West.
got to have this. Because it's not good, but I have to have it. I walk away, and then I have a moment of realization. I turn around, flick my fingers, and point at him. You're not a very ice person. And then I keep going towards Joachim.
Ricario face palms on this.
He is willing to strike you out, but he just decides to go back to his place and not give you the time of day.
I apologize for Crixus there. He has a brain issue.
Now that's not fair.
He,
It's a
he-
personality issue.
he looks around to you and then just goes back to his place again. He's not a very sociable person.
Oh, actually, Ricario is slowly just leaning it, sitting next to him, like, say, that's a nice trick you got there. Can you do more like that? Because if so, we could have a partnership here, good sir.
It's a curse.
Ah, that's perfect. That you got the style down already. Like, so imagine you can work with my magic show. I tried to put my hand on his shoulder. What happens to this?
Let's see. While it doesn't freeze up your hand, you notice that he's very cold to the touch, even through his leather patchwork armor.
Just quickly take it off. Ah, I see you're into a role. Yes. Anyway, I'm Ricario Castaldi. Here's my card. Will be sitting over there if you want anything. Sure. Yeah.
Wait, does he
sure.
Does he give him an actual card?
Yes. It's a crudely drawn one.
Just crumples it in his hand and then sticks it in the like half-frozen mug of ale he has.
I mean, it's better than what I've been using them as coasters. So
He didn't give me a card because he's still scared of me.
He begins to think to himself of his current situation, what he can do. He hasn't been having a good time and wishes to regain his full potential, his full power.
yeah, whenever Crixus wants that, he just goes jogging or drinks.
Let me see.
So, where are you from, stranger?
That's the inspiration for his voice, by the way, but you can watch that in your own time. From a far, far land, I once had great power. It was taken away from me wrongly.
I didn't ask for your whole life story, compadre. Just
Don't interrupt!
I just call over Soma.
Soma?
The bartender.
Oh, okay.
I ask for something stronger, because this is going to be entertaining.
I feel that was vaguely in character, Crixus remembering the bartender's name and everyone else just immediately forgetting who.
You and me. I only just got here.
To be fair, I did remember. I didn't know who he was talking about.
Victor would have remembered.
My character's not subtle either.
Mm.
Joachim just sort of like lifts his hat up a bit and is just like, "You what?"
I wish I could find a better profile image for him, but it looks nice.
All right. I'm gonna push the party on now. I'm gonna walk over as he yells and just calm down. What's your name?
If you're going to keep in...
I am going to keep bugging you if that's what you were about to ask.
Then yes, Salvarr.
You seem quite angry.
You would be if your kingdom was taken from you.
I was beaten to death by invisible ghost bitches. I'm pretty chill.
You know, if you would think that you being so cold, you would be a bit chill.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with the old fuck.
I don't take kindly for your jokes.
Look, if you're so angry, why don't you come out with us and we'll beat up some monsters together? That's how I calm down. And besides, it's been a
That is
whole
what we
season
do.
and there's some quest hooks, and I feel someone else is going to turn up soon because I hear very loud stomping.
We have at least 2 quest hooks so far.
I suppose I could take my anger out on the less fortunates.
So, you do anything better than just cooling beer? Because, I mean, it's a nice party trick, but it doesn't exactly help in a fight.
He just stares at you.
Okay, so for introductions, I'm Crixus, that's old fuck, you're air conditioning, and that guy over there is Jojo.
Oh, he's so close
What?
to I'm so
My
close to
name
punching
is
you right now.
Ricario! I'm not this Jojo. What is this
Joachim
nonsense?
clears his throat and sort of adjusts his, what is he wearing? Fuck, I forget what it's called.
It's Poncho?
Poncho. Adjusts his poncho and his hat, and he's like, name's Joachim of Brisk. I'm the leader of this little group.
Very well.
Right over there is Baldric of Brisk, my squire. He's a bit new.
Hello. Sorry.
That was not Baldric. That was Ricario. He has a bit of an issue. He has a brain thing as well.
No.
Fucking bird.
That wasn't
What's that?
Baldric either.
No, that was Baldric. I want.
Turns out Baldric is actually just a parakeet.
Baldric just opens his mouth and bird noises come out.
Somehow this is even worse.
No, that's actually Salvarr.
He's just
He's
keeping
got a-
a sun canoe under his cloak that's really cold.
He's got the bird curse. You understand?
Ah, yes.
The bird curse is having one.
Amazing.
So anyway, we do things, and some of us die. You're welcome to tag along if you want.
I mean, you sound like you want to die, so it's a win-win.
Not a very convincing argument, but very.
I mean,
well.
I'm not saying you have to come with us, but you know.
We've convinced more open people with worse arguments.
To be fair, last time we just sort of like last time we recruited someone, we just dragged them along, and I just look at Rick.
Yeah. You guys still haven't said you're sorry about that.
Joachim sort of turns his head to where like his face, like the burned part of his face, is facing Rick, and he doesn't say anything.
And I just kind of like look over at Ricario and say, "Look, I'm not allowed to entertain anymore. I kind of find it disgusting that you're using your talents for such a simple and banal function."
But simple. They are magical tricks. They're not spells.
Exactly. It's even more worthless than a magician. But you could be using it for something grander. Remember when we beat those children to death last month? I say out loud
So
in the
loud.
bar.
Not so loud.
It was a few months ago, I think, but yes, I do remember.
That's the kind
I
of
do
thing
remember
we
that
do.
time when we beat a bunch of kids to death.
Now, in context, it's not quite as bad, I explained to Salvarr, but we did still, you know. And that seems right up your alley.
He just continues to stand there with that bleak, solemn expression on his face. It's just a sulk, but angry, stern expression.
Anyway, we'll rustle up some jobs, get some work, get some money, and
We
hopefully
don't
live
have
another
any
day.
money.
I have a few coppers.
Well, I do too, but who would
Very-
want to hire us?
Joachim sort of sniffs the air. Does he smell any other potential party members?
Are we introducing my character now?
Is Austin there?
It's 100% up to you.
Okay. I guess I can. If you'll allow me to do a bit of
This is fucking
I'm
Freedom.
gonna say,
Yes,
if you
introduction.
bust down the wall like your last character, Crixus is killing you on reflex.
no, not busting down a wall, but I am I'm basically, if you don't mind, playing out a scripted cutscene. If
Oh
you
my
don't
God.
mind to introduce the character. No,
Can I
like
turn
just
this into a QTE?
well, like if you don't mind.
That
me-
mass escape, does it skip it?
Send me a script.
Well, that-
Send me a script and I will play this out with you.
Just
No,
kidding.
no, not with another character, but just can I introduce my character by having my character like beat up an NPC, like
Yeah, sure.
not having to roll. Okay, cool.
You can have your soliloquy.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. That's all I needed. As the talking continues, as the group is meeting, there are increasingly loud crashing noises from outside when the door crashes open and tumbling in a pair of people in bitter combat, both pretty beaten up. One, a tribal woman with wild hair, tattooed body, and for the eyes, this is just a point I wanted to bring up. One of the options was nightmarish eyes, and I wasn't really sure what it meant, so I googled that, and the first Google images that came up was that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and those are nightmarish
Oh
eyes.
my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Sounds about right.
Anyways, they fight
portals to
increasingly
another dimension.
before falling on the ground when the woman bites off the blonde man's ear, and they crash back through the window back outside, and you hear continued fighting and shouting.
I just
I
kinda-
love this dispute.
I just kind of casually note, that door is really strong.
This seems to happen every time we come here.
Are you suggesting we stop coming here?
Maybe
Well,
we
no, I'm just making a note of it. Seems like
Maybe we
this place.
should. Maybe we
attracts us.
should. Maybe we should get a new bar.
Joachim sort of like hops up off the bar and carries his beer outside to watch
Same here.
the festivities.
Okay. Outside, the man is now lying on the ground, the woman sort of kneeling over him. She wears behind them is a massive, massive blade, taller than the woman is, embedded in the ground. And you know that scene in Sin City where he's punching the guy on the ground?
Yeah.
Well, that's happening.
Duh.
I just kind of like look at the fight for a couple of seconds and just walk over and try and pick up the blade.
Ricario stands there. Maybe I should act a wrestler to my act.
I failed to pick up the blade.
Yeah, it's... No, the blade is... Here, let me get an image of basically...
Well, I've got an image in my head and it's fucking guts.
Joachim is sort of in the background explaining to Baldric the way that she's punching like incorrectly and those sorts of things. Like her footing is all wrong and etc.
You
Well,
just
she's
sprain your
kneeling
wrist.
on the ground.
What the fuck is with this chair?
Well, I've got one that keeps snapping every time I move, like that.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm sorry, in my headcanon it's going to be Guts' blade. It's not going to change that.
No, that is the intention of the sword. Like if you look at the Berserk character
Yeah, I
sheet,
know, I've read it before.
Yeah. Like names, the first one is Guts.
Oh my god, she broke him in half.
This is a sight to behold!
That man is broken in half.
But so
I
yeah, at
can't-
this point he is sort of still crouched over his body, just screaming, punching relentlessly into the like red-stained dirt where his head formerly was.
Oh,
Boy, I think he might be dead, in my expert opinion.
That would be a realistic assumption.
No.
I would probably
That's all
say.
Joachim says, like out loud.
Ricario just mutters, "That's hot."
Wow.
Okay then.
Yes, I like the idea of the lich just stepping to the side from this.
Joachim walks up and just sort of like nudges her with his boot a little bit. He's like, "Oi, I think he's dead."
She sort of slowly stops punching and looks up at him, breathing very heavily.
He pulls out a little like handkerchief from his pants, and he just like
Well then. Well then.
Oh my god!
That should have been half that funny.
Like that you said pants instead of pocket.
It's
Was
even
it from
better,
the
in
front
English.
of his pants?
It's even
Lucky
better to me and
now
Goth
he's-
because pants just fucking ain't underwear. Just-
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I decided in the moment that Joachim doesn't have pockets.
he just fucking keeps underwear right underwear keeps he keeps underwear right
I
under his
realized
crotch.
I've pulled it out from somewhere, but I don't think I have pockets.
So he just throws it at her, like at her face.
Hold on, is the guy like dead or almost dead?
He has no face or
Wait,
head.
the guy on the ground?
Just like blood everywhere.
His head has been completely crushed. There is
Okay,
bits of skull and brain.
I was gonna do something that would have fit in with my character if he was dead.
You've got a bit of red on you.
God damn it.
Kira grabs the handkerchief and slowly stands up, wiping the blood from her hand and picking a bit of skull fragment that was embedded in the knuckles.
So
And-
you had a bit of a disagreement with this guy?
He thought to make advancements towards me. I do not accept such insolence.
I wish Victor was here right now.
This
Meanwhile,
immediately, I get flashbacks of Victor in my head, and I'm like, he probably deserved it.
heresy.
I just kind of like look at Akira, look at Salvarr, look at Ricario, and I just tap Joachim on the shoulder. I'm just gonna go check the town board and see if an anime convention is in right now. I'll be right back.
I was having the same thought, to be honest. Especially, like, look at her eyes, it's just like, oh my god.
What's
Oh
anime?
god, that is Eric's. Oh,
What's anime?
but
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can lend
Ricario.
you a few issues of Sword Art Online. I think you'll like it.
yeah. Oh yeah, Ricardo takes this moment, go up to, well, Eric's character because greetings. That was a wonderful fight. Ever consider going into showbiz? Name's Ricario. Ricario Castaldi. Here's my card. By the way,
Life isn't all show business, Rick.
that was a beautiful fight. But I linked a picture by his card.
God.
Oh my god.
When did you make this, out of curiosity?
Just now.
Yes, now.
You're really fucking fast.
Oh my god.
That's brilliant. That's beautiful.
This is
Every
going
one of
well.
Sweed's characters is always the best.
Well, that is now that's what he looks like now, canon, for me.
Austin, I don't think you should think. I think you've just actually broken all of your players, and this is the result.
This is it. I'm deleting the Victor will remember, and I'm replacing it with that.
Goodbye, Victor. Victor will remember this, Austin.
You're right.
Wedding
I can't.
crashes.
I'll just move him.
So, That sword over there, it's pretty big. Was that
Calm down, Snake. You're making me laugh.
No, it's too funny.
was that this guy's sword? I sort of point at the blood on the ground. Or was that your sword?
Akira walks over to it and pulls it out of the ground and slings it over her shoulder. Some worm like this could not lift this blade. She hands it to, or offers for Joachim to hold it. And I'm going to say this sword is 2 inches thick at its thickest and about 6 feet tall of steel. So
Joachim just sort of like pulls his poncho to the side to show his like sword that's sheathed on his belt, and he's like, "I'm good. I've got one."
Yeah, she's got several though. And it's all in that one sword.
Salvarr begins to start eyeing up the sword and is very intrigued.
Listen, why don't you come in, have a drink with us, tell us a little bit more about your whole issue here?
she sort of looks at him, then begins to walk inside and just says, "You're paying."
Rick, you're paying.
Salvarr, good friend, you pay.
No.
Inside.
I just walk
have
inside.
money.
I just walk inside, following on Joachim, and I just kind of note. You said that like we have solutions to our problems. We just tend to create more problems for people.
Oh no, it was more like I'm just curious about it than anything.
Oh, okay.
I would like to tell you.
He starts to heat
the honor of
up.
knowing.
Yes,
Who
you know.
does? Salvarr or?
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Us?
Sweet, I would like to give you the satisfaction of you knowing that that image is the first file on my new hard drive.
Thank you, Austin. It's an honor. But that addition money can hire. I do parties.
He's now a wedding crasher.
By the way, Sweed, I just want it noted that whenever I see one of those cards around town, Crixus immediately pockets it and keeps it
Why?
He's got like, a growing
because
collection.
he's bitter.
You're gonna destroy my career.
And now, fucking
Ricario will remember this.
Ricario, played by Tom Hardy. The party being hosted by Aidan Gillen.
Speaking of, I finally watched Mad Max. It's fucking good.
It's really good.
It was so good.
Victor will remember that you moved him. Ah!
So, I follow Akira inside, and I nod at Soma. Is how you pronounce it? I think, right?
Austin, you
So-
destroyed his...
The barkeep.
Yeah, I nod at the barkeep, and I'm like, a couple of drinks on Rick's tab, if you please.
My tab. You probably have more money. I'm a struggling artist.
There's no sense putting it on my tab. Your tab's the longest already, Rick.
Just ignore everything Rick says, and I sit down.
Akira points to the barkeep and asks, "You serve food here?
Yeah.
Bring me meat," and then goes to sit down.
The dwarf looks around kind of hurriedly and then just like
I
runs into the
look
back.
at her. I look at the barkeep, and I'm like, make that two.
There's a thud as Salvarr finally joins your table, and who's sat next to immediately feels the cold air.
That'd be me, and I immediately ask if you can make igloos.
I'll have my meat in a cooked form, if you please.
I've been known to cause structures. Yes,
Nice. Nice.
it takes some time, but I can make ones as big as cathedrals.
Do you ever make an ice rink?
He's a bit put off. No.
They used to do that in the arenas. It's really, really, really hard to ice skate and kill people at the same time, but I pulled it off.
Sounds really difficult.
I don't care.
Yeah, no one really does when I mention it. That's why I rarely do.
I just
Can I
assume you're
ask-
making it up.
The floors in here, what are they? Are they like wood floors? Is it just a dirt floor? What is the floor situation?
A dirt floor.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be uncommon
mean,
for
in
packed
sort of-
earth in
Yeah.
medieval days.
Ooh.
It's probably where most of the tables are. It's probably packed earth, but once you kind of approach the bar, there's like a step up, and it's a bit wooden.
Okay, but
It's
so
like a
where
little
we're
deck.
sitting, then it would be packed earth?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because just when Akira sits down, she embeds the sword in the ground.
Sure, it wouldn't be that hard even if it was wood.
So
Yeah,
that's
but-
a
Well, yeah, but I
interesting
mean,
plate you've
It'd
got
probably
there.
be
like that,
it'd
that
probably
would
be cheap
a
wood.
point of contention, I imagine, with the more of a point of contention with the bar, were I to embed it in the.
So many people keep sticking their swords into the wooden floor. It's just got loads of holes all over.
Well, yeah, but their swords aren't 2 inches thick.
Where
Maybe
exactly do you get a sword like that?
My tribe forges blades for each individual warrior. Every weapon is unique.
It seems woefully inefficient.
Are they all ridiculously big?
Only the best. I smile.
Is your character really just an anime character?
Okay, actually, isn't this?
You should ask
this
that of Sweed as well.
Well, Swede's justified.
Actually,
To be fair,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
well, if you're not familiar, the original inspiration for this character was I wanted to make a shonen anime protagonist, and it vaguely, as I fleshed out the character in my head, slowly degraded into, like, Asuka, and then Asuka specifically from, like, the last 3 episodes of Evangelion.
Hmm.
So that's where how my character is developed. Actually, this would also present a good opportunity to more detailed describe her appearance. She is of average height woman, very muscled, very sort of wiry, with very bronze skin, wild, unkempt, very unkempt, dirty, black hair just sort of all over the place, black sort of stripy tattoos, various places over the body.
So you're the Amazon from that Dragon's Crown game.
Yeah, that sort of general look.
Oh God.
And
Oh my.
with the eyes, very large, but very sort of like almost
Kawaii
animalistic.
Meidetsu.
paranoid.
What's
You know the
the
eyes
Kawaii,
of like a scared animal when it's constantly
Animalistic.
darting. Yeah, those
Also-
sort of eyes.
Austin, where were you when you invited weeps into your games?
Man, I don't
yeah, that's
even
what I'm
know.
thinking. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just as worse with some of my own actual characters. So
To be fair, I didn't start one when I joined the group. I just got fucking poisoned.
I mean, like my personal
Dog
characters.
definitely was not anime.
I don't really want to. I don't think fucking Crixus is either.
But and yeah, like you say with the Amazon, that sort of clothes too, like very light, just
I love
basic rag clothing essentially.
I love this idea of we're all just sat on a table. It's just a mixture of different styles, and like Crixus would be just a normal, like, realistic-looking guy next to all these like.
To be
Honestly,
fair, a couple of games ago, Crixus had like a giant yellow overcoat and blue pants.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
you're talking about Joachim here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joachim's
yeah,
the
what?
normal guy.
honestly,
Joachim's
Like
still
lots
like
of
the cowboy
clowns
type
and-
Mm.
knight.
honestly, this pod is probably visually weirder than our old one.
I mean, he's basically just wearing like browns and grays and stuff, and then he has a chainmail under his stuff.
You're sitting next to a guy who can make ice bridges.
I mean, to be fair, anyone can with enough time.
Well, can they generate them from their hands and sheer willpower?
Well, I mean, you build it with your hands.
Yeah, and sheer
Some-
willpower.
It's not the same thing. Fuck. Shut up.
It just takes longer for us.
So, what's your name?
I'm Akira of the Badger tribe.
Joachim,
Badger.
Small, Brisk. These are Rick, Crixus, and Iceman.
Salvarr.
Oh, I forgot a fairly important detail. There's also a painted badger skull embedded in like her collarbone.
Oh yeah, actually I want it noted as far as normalcy goes, because I haven't mentioned, Crixus is wearing a goblin ear on a string around his neck. He's got a rib bone on his chest, and on his arm a large spider leg that's been cut off. We haven't
What's
really
going on?
mentioned the trophies before, but
How is it? How is the spider leg even attached to him exactly?
Like, is it just
so
tied
gross.
on?
it's tied on, yeah.
I was thinking it was like a really long, slender spider leg that he just has like wrapped around his arm.
No, that'd be silly.
Yeah, that would be silly. So anyway, I offer a drink. I'm like, you said you're from a tribe far away from here. What's it called?
We are the Badger tribe. They are from the far northwest of here. There is a great tribal feud between the 4 clans.
I've been to the Northwest. Maybe I've been around that area in my travels.
She says it. I doubt it.
Okay.
Like,
mean, there's a lot of terrible
geographically
stuff.
speaking, like, just in terms of distance, if we were in, like, say, I don't know, like, southern Germany now, we'd be talking, like, Scotland or Ireland distance.
Well, remember that Joaquin's like in his 60s or
That's
70s.
true.
Oh, are you that old? I thought he was just in
Yeah.
his 50s.
No, he's pretty old.
So old, Joachim.
He lives longer than everybody else.
Listen, you beat up on that guy pretty good. You looking for a job?
Suppose.
It's basically what we do, more or less. Except in an aim direction, and we occasionally get paid for it.
She sort of shakily nods. Okay.
You get to meet a bunch of weirdos like that guy over there. And I point at Salvarr.
He just ignores you.
And we get to kill big things. Really big things.
Yeah, we killed
And
we
children.
killed a fire god at one point.
I should note I'm not really a part of this group. It's just they owe me for forcing me into battle, and they still
Although
haven't paid back.
It occurs to me that I'm the only one left to the people who killed that fire god. But
Didn't one of them die killing the fire god?
2 of them actually.
What are you
Oh,
talking
yes,
about,
yes.
old man?
Yeah, Modoc. I mean, Mandoc.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
when
Modoc.
Modoc was in the party.
Now that would be a good character.
Mandoc is actually still alive, and Modoc is his cousin that he put in the last fight. No one knows.
Like, as you enter old age and the memory just gets more and more warped, you start replacing Mandoc with Modoc in your memories.
Well, now that you're in the party and you've had a bit of Rick's money in the form of that ale, how about we follow some quest lines?
I'm
So
not.
shakily nods.
I can't pay you everything. You have your own money.
Actually, wait. One more thing. But I don't think I'm going to get an answer out of this one. Salvarr.
What?
So, what's your deal?
Yeah, what is your deal?
I'd rather not say any more than I shouldn't have.
Well, that sentence was grammatically fucked, but try anyway.
Yeah. Look, I've said enough. I'm from a far land, and my kingdom was taken away from me. That's all you need to know. Now,
Seems like everyone around here is from a far land.
Yeah, no one's a local.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, did you ask it like that? Just really? Like, I'm not special anymore?
Really?
What
I
was
think
about
the
about a
think the
week
most-
away?
Yo,
I think
fuck
the
it.
most local one is Joachim.
Yeah. And he lives, and we haven't even been to Brisk. Like it's like
We
pretty
should go
far
to Brisk.
You just
I
went
heard
there
it's
off
good
screen a
opportunity.
few times.
Yeah. Pretty much every other episode, he goes back there to get a new squire.
Just
We should.
Just to speak out of character, I do want to bring you guys to that kingdom that was taken away from him someday. If he
Okay,
survives that long.
the last time someone
That's
wanted...
a big if.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I just kind of point out, look, the last time we ran into someone who wanted a kingdom, it wasn't good.
Who wanted a kingdom?
You didn't meet him. That's why you're alive.
Oh, I see. That's good. That's very good.
He's just like picking at his survival knife that he is clutching in his hands. As he goes quiet.
Who are you talking about, actually?
Oh, there was a midget who came in the bar one day, blew the wall up, took us to the coast. didn't
I think
go
I
so
missed
well.
that. I think I missed that whole.
You should be glad you did. I say as I swig my beer.
That's
So
right.
anyway.
Crixus and Jonathan were the lone survivors of that.
Yeah.
Back to work then, shall we?
Oh, and the captain of that ship. But yeah.
Yeah, captain of that ship.
Soggy boots.
Is he still in the bar?
No, but you recognize a few of his men there.
He probably just like got a rowboat and has decided to work his way back up to pirate ship.
You know, if that is Bushy Beard, then that's my next character if Joachim dies. Just saying.
Hey, no, if you 100% want him to be Bushybeard, I'm totally cool with it.
It'll depend on what happens, but yeah.
Well, I just kind of like get up, crack my back. Right, I'm gonna go find us some work. You wait here and drink. And I go out looking for work before dragging.
Wait! I've already found 2 potential things of work. We can follow up on those.
I spin around on my heel. Okay? That
I
saves
love
me
it.
the walk.
That's such
The,
a real life thing.
Number 1, barkeep seems to be sick. We can talk to her. Number 2, and what I'm more interested in, the dwarves have gone quiet.
The dwarves.
The dwarves.
I know
You weren't
the
here for that. You weren't here for that part. That's when we killed the fire god.
Now, about the first one, if we play Doctor, I just want to note the last time that I tried to heal someone who was sick, it didn't go well. Several more people died than needed to.
I'm assuming it'll be some exotic remedy that we'll have to track down. That's how these things usually go, you know?
I say go for the dwarves.
I'd prefer to take my anger out on something else. Let's go
Why don't
see
we talk to
these
her
dwarves.
first, and then see what's going on with the dwarves after that.
Okay.
And hey, Salvarr, if you want to take your anger out on something, if he's running a fever, you could help.
Has
true.
the meat been brought to the table yet, by the way?
Yes, the food has been brought. It is cooked medium well.
Until the Salvarr
Or
touches it,
medium
and then it just goes stone cold.
What type of meat is it?
Looks like
Unidentified.
some sort of beef.
Akira just sort of has left the conversation and is just viciously tearing into, literally tearing into, with hands and teeth.
Salvarr is very attracted to this woman.
Oh, there.
Joachim's taking his steak with him.
God,
and he's eating it on the-
every
on the
time
floor.
I have a female character, someone falls in love with them. What the hell?
I think
that's-
it's...
that-
oh wait,
that's
it's
for
Sweed
another
and
day.
Goth. This is going to be a love triangle. I love it.
No. Who said that Ricky fell in love?
I've interpreted it from one line you said.
Just because he finds something hot, it doesn't mean...
Salvar's affections are for another day. He's not the main character in this.
Rick is
but-
actually more attracted to Crixus.
Well,
No,
isn't everyone in the
besides-
party?
Is this just got...
But
this,
especially Rick.
this took a weird turn.
Yeah.
I'm just walking upstairs. I just go like barge past, say to Soma, I'm gonna go check on the barkeep. If I get sick, I'm blaming you.
Well,
Yeah,
wait, what happened to your rat, Crixus?
It's under the table.
Ah!
And then you hear like
That
thumps as
shriek
it
was very
stands up.
genuine.
Snake, are you sure that when you got the rat, it wasn't actually just a very, like...
Very ugly dog.
very ugly little puppy that grew up into a full-grown, like...
It turns out
Really
it isn't that
ugly
big.
dog.
It's just I haven't shaved it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't shave your rat. Come on.
No.
No, that sounds like a euphemism.
Well, Snake,
Have you shaved your rat yet, Crixus?
Every Tuesday.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So I guess me and Crixus go upstairs to check on what's her name?
I can't because I don't want to be
Ravenous.
downstairs.
Ravnus.
Oh, actually, I take my trophies off and put them in my room. I'm
Meanwhile,
gonna carry one of
Ricario
those
is
at a time.
Ricario is just trying to convince Akira and Salvarr to join his magic act with some playing cards and shit. Just trick around with them.
Yeah, Soma lets you up there, and she knocks on the door. There's a tired voice that just says, "Come in."
What's the issue here? What's wrong with you?
Oh, good. We're all good. We're all doctors here.
She
There's
looks
no
at you.
like.
Such
That's all
sincere.
he says. There's no, like, hello, how you doing? He just says that.
This is like
She-
if Carl Pilkington was a doctor.
You know what fuck's on me?
Well, what's
She looks at you.
problem?
No. She
Like,
respects
I'll feel
your straightforwardness because she is a retired
just how
adventurer. Yeah, but she knows and she respects that. And she says, when you enter the room, she's sitting on the bed, hands on her knees, fully dressed, and like is looking at you, Joachim, and says, "You should know better than any. It's just old age." And she like tries to stand up, like using her knees to push off of.
Oh no, she's catched old.
Joachim like puts a hand on her shoulder and like doesn't let her stand up.
Seems
What?
like pretty rapid
Old age,
onset
I
old
understand,
age.
but is there anything specific that's going on here?
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
my-
find the
looks
fucking
at you.
fountain of youth.
She looks at you curiously and says, slowly shakes her head, says, "Come on, Joachim. You know our time is coming to a close. There's not much we can do about it."
Is
Wait,
this
how old
the
is
old
Ravenous?
flame of Joachim or something?
How old
Let's
is
see,
Ravenous?
She is probably like a few years older than you.
Okay, she's pretty old then. I didn't know this. She was that old.
I on Yera knock at the door.
Well, that definitely
Is it
isn't
not?
Salvarr, I say, opening the door. Oh, it's Salvarr.
Downstairs is boring. What's going on here?
Old
Where did
people are
Salvarr-
talking.
Oh, you can hear from down there. Where did Salvarr go? I had such a good idea about the magical trick we could do.
I gotta like stand, put my hand on my hip and go, by the way, for someone who seems really pissed off, you have quite a jaunty knock. I'm just gonna say,
I don't.
Joachim clears his throat very
Can't
loudly,
get it out.
looks at the two of you. Give us a moment, please.
alright. By the way, if you're running a fever, this guy's really fucking cold. I mean that literally.
Well, hang on. Being near someone cold, I don't really think helps a fever, does it? Just speaking out loud.
Temporarily.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you hot.
I can't speak. He doesn't have an answer. He's just snickering under his rod.
Am I
just
breaking
think
your character's defenses down? Is Crixus breaking down your barriers? Letting you
Yes.
have a sense of humour?
Yes.
He-
He just steps in the room and just stands near like one of the tables just near the door.
I leave the
Matt-
room because I was just because
What?
Joachim just asked me to leave.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I stand with you.
Yeah, I leave the room, close the door, and go. Well, I
I-
can't help on this.
I picked it up from my father.
Your father seems chirpier than you.
Yes.
So, Ravenous.
Sorry.
Just laughing in the corridor.
I'll show up.
Sure there's nothing I can do for you.
She looks
Ravenous.
up at you and says, "The bar's got no one, Joachim. I'm the last one in my line. It's we don't know what to do with it after I pass."
Listen,
Has no-
I've been around this area for many years. We've known each other, which I'm just coming up with this now, and I want you to know that I'll make sure that the bar is taken care of.
She
And so-
nods and says, "Oh, and Joachim, take the spear for yourself."
She pulls it out from her pants.
Wait, take this what?
No,
Take this spear?
yeah, I heard she used to be a retired fighter. Well, she is a retired fighter, and she used to like mainhand a type of like spear, kind of lancish sort of, and it's hanging above the bar.
It's like a fisherman or something.
She claims to be an adventurer, but she did just spearfish on the coast.
The biggest fish.
Joachim looks a little like wary about it, and he's like, Why don't you hold on to the spear? I'm not sure what I would do with it. It feels better being around you, to me.
She smiles and says, thanks, Joaquin.
Alright, Joachim leaves.
Is she near death? Is what's going on.
Potentially.
Okay. Alright then.
I just kind of walk downstairs and I announce to Akira and Ricario.
Actually, I should set the for what's been happening with Akira downstairs. Has finished the meat on the table and has since hopped over the bar and gone back to grab more meat from the storeroom.
Oh,
All on Rick's tab.
And the
Yes.
entire time, there's just like a dwarf following you, like, but it's not, that's not, we gotta, but you don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Eric. I don't know if it's...
like the equivalent of standing at the fridge, eating straight out of the fridge. She's basically doing that now.
Has
there's a dwarf
has
tugging on your
Joaquin
pants.
left her room yet?
Yeah, he just did.
Oh, okay. So Salvarr is still there, and as you leave, he sort of he sort of stops the door from closing and just sort of walks in straight after you've gone out stealthily somehow. He sees the bartender.
Stealthily somehow.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
Ninja powers. Right. So
falls
she.
through Joachim's legs.
Yes.
She's currently standing at a small table with her back to you.
He brings out his survival knife and begins to
Oh, boy.
approach behind her.
What?
This is
So
all
you
in.
take
This is
that-
all in his character.
You take that knife out of your pants. And slowly.
Well, he drops his pants to get it out.
Are you gonna murder Joachim's old friend?
Yeah. Can I do that?
I mean,
Well,
I feel like
your
if you
prerogative.
were passing by me, I wouldn't have just let you go in like by yourself. But
No. He waited until you were out of sight. He was just
Alright.
he was just picking on his knife a little bit, and he overheard the conversation.
proceed.
All right.
Proceed.
All right. I want to impale her in the back.
Alright. Yeah, if you do it.
Do I roll for this, or just do it?
No, it happens.
I hold my cold, chilling hand over her mouth. It's not like it freezes her mouth in place, but she can feel the cold embrace of my hand.
and of death.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh
she
dear.
just like slumps over the table.
Oh yeah, Ricario sat there.
She
What do you say,
drops-
Akira? What do you think about my wrestling offer? I can be your agent.
She drops the thing she was holding, and the cup falls to the ground, and water splashes everywhere.
Was she just holding the cup, or was it something else?
No, she
Sure.
was just like getting a drink of water.
I begin to wipe the blood on whatever she's wearing, and I slip it right under my robes, and then I quietly leave.
Okie dokie.
That laugh.
I just go I just stop. I feel a chill in the air and go, huh? This bar just feels a little bit edgier all of a sudden.
Yeah, I sense something edgy occurring.
That's true. But pardon me, it just suddenly got cold in here.
So you making her look younger wouldn't cause some sort of placebo effect where she thinks she'll live longer.
No, Crixus, that's not how it works.
I
isn't?
surprise Ricario by just appearing behind him so suddenly.
Ah! I feel a chill down my spine.
I feel like shell down my spine. These are tales from B right here.
I just kind of like give a sidelong glance at Ricario and say, "You have a spine."
Yeah, like a shill as Salvarr just like strokes his finger down his spine, essentially.
Bad touch, bad touch. I don't like this.
And then
Think of
tie
your
a
happy
bill on a mountain of corpses and hold the women.
Think about your happy place, Ricario. Your happy
So,
place.
My guy is.
folks, but how about we check out those dwarves?
Yeah, I've got nothing better
Akira-
to do.
hops over the bar, possibly like between two people who are sitting at the bar, much to their annoyance, and walks over to Joachim at hearing this.
I want to see the
There's,
Dwarf Mountain.
What was the dwarf tribe called again? Did we have a name?
Fuck me.
The dwarfs.
I think we make a new name every time.
Anvil.
Yeah.
They change the name pretty often. We call them
Let
just
me see
the
if I have it
dwarves.
written down.
Perhaps all the dwarves
Dwarves.
there died, and it's now a new
Um,
dwarf in the same area.
These listen, these dwarfs are old friends of mine.
Dwarfs.
And I want to see
Dwarfs.
what's going on with them.
Akira rips a chunk of meat from between her teeth. These were the ones with the fire god, right?
No, the fire cultists were the ones that the dwarves didn't like. I say, somehow knowing that.
Yeah, they were the fire god was an issue of theirs that we took care of, and that opened a trade route to here.
Sounds good. Let's go. And immediately starts walking for the door.